My brother, listen. The last time we had a conversation was in 2015, April 8th, 2015.
Exactly.
At Bang FM. Every time we sit down and talk, there's always very punchy topics that resonate with people. First of all, how are you doing? You look fresh, looking and smelling like
I'm just trying. I'm just trying to be me, you know. I think life is treating me good, you know. With all of my team, you know, the head teams have reflected, you know, the rest. Everybody's just treating me good.
You came in style to London. Nobody was expecting until we saw a private jet take off from Accra and land in London.
We learned that from our Nigerian brothers, you know, because they are killing us, they are worrying us. Please, Davido, Burna Boy and Wizkid, come down for us. We are now coming. I love them though. You
Absolutely.
know, yeah.
Listen, it's interesting that you touch on those names. Of course, we know you've had a relationship or a history with Burna Boy in the past, and then you also had brief interaction with Wizkid. You've had a collaboration with Burna.
Yeah.
Why haven't we seen collaborations with Wiz or Davido, Shatta Wale?
Well, you know, so the genesis of this whole thing was, I met Davido first. He came to me, told me the dad loved like one song that I did way back, you know, and you know that's how come he fell in love with you know my music, and we had a very good relationship. But you know, life when things start moving and they move so fast, we just have to accept it, you know, and that's how come you know people don't see me in Davido that much. You know? With Burna is like my twin brother. You know, he came to Ghana at a time where, you know, things were a little bit rough, but I saw him like, you know, Nigeria, I'm a Ghana. So I feel every Ghana.
It's close.
Yes, you know, so I saw him like, so I just try and, you know, played a few parts, you know, around him. And now he's busy too, you know, so I'm just looking at the picture and go like, huh, Davido was busy, Burna is busy now too.
What about Wiz?
What about Wiz? Wiz is always a laid-back person.
Yes.
You know, the only time I had a chance to meet him was when, you know, we had the show. Yeah, on the show, and it was beautiful. You know, and after that, I've been trying to, I think we had 1 or 2 times met around East Legon in my area, you know, with R2Bs and stuff, but I feel he's also busy, you know, and I also think I have a mission in my country to push the agenda of us going international. So I see all of them like my motivation. You know, I see them like, okay, if I've met these people and they've been able to break through, there's a way I should work towards my things. But I think gradually we're going to have some good collaboration.
Osana is a mad record.
Yeah.
You and your brother, Burna. Another record with both of you would be crazy, bro.
I know. But you know, me and Burna, you know, we're going back and forth on the internet some time ago, and I feel now we've grown out of it. So I think it's something that will come. The mom is like, you know, my mom, because no matter what, you know, I take his mom as, you know, my mom, because she's been advising us a lot those days. When Burna used to be in Ghana, she comes to see us and stuff. But I believe it's something that is going to happen. I just think, you know, in life, few things happen, you know, and you know, and things go the way they have to go. I always watch him and go like, okay, when I met Burna, he was always asking me, "Omo, how you buy this car? How you get this house? Na music?" I say, "Bro, na music." Hey, what? Like, Shatta, you did do too much. Like, you know, so I felt he saw the energy from what I was doing, because I was already good when he met me, and I made sure, you know, I held him down the way a brother is supposed to hold a brother. So now when I see him, I feel like, okay, let me just let him enjoy, you know, brothers fight, but, you know, gradually we'll come back and, you know, be family, you know. I don't think I've ever stood somewhere to say he's not doing good or, you know, he's done me bad or something. I feel, the internet, people always go or find meanings into it, but behind the scenes, I know from my heart, genuinely he's my brother, and, you know, one of these days, people are going to see a good collaboration from me.
Absolutely. You talk about the internet, you've become a master of the internet. If you are not on TikTok live with your face painted white or something.
Then I'm doing makeup. You know, I'm doing makeup. You know?
Talk to me about you using the internet to basically speak to the world. It almost feels like you've cracked the code
Yeah.
and you know what you're doing every time when you're doing that.
Well, you know, I grew up with a dad who likes reading a lot and research, you know. So I think there's this book my dad introduced to me, The Richest Man in Babylon. You know, and one statement I loved about the whole book was, you know, you should always be aware of the type of profession you want to partake or put yourself into before you go for it. You know, and I feel music has been something that I study, I know much about, and I've grown with it. So for internet to come into my picture, I saw it like, wow, then at least if I want to send a message, I don't have to work anymore. If I have to do anything, I don't have to stress anymore. Everybody is there to support. So that is how come I took advantage of the internet. And I found out that this is, you know, I always tell people, these are robots that, you know, when you respect them, they will respect you back. So I always put my things out well, you know, make sure sometimes when it's serious, it's serious. Sometimes when it's funny, it's funny. So I see the internet like a compound house. Like we are all staying together in the house and, you know, we have fights, you know, we laugh, we watch movies. So that is how come I've been so used to the internet. Like when you put a camera in front of me, I don't feel shy about it. You know, sometimes I wake up in the morning and I don't wear shirts and I want to do like, hey, Ghana, who is doing it? And I know people are home, like, what's wrong with this boy? It's okay, you know, but I see like, you know, an environment where there is no violence, you know, where, you know, the law wouldn't find you wanting, you know, I've, you know, decoded the whole thing like a place where is of like opportunity. A place where when you are, you know, focused on what you want to do, you can make it. Because gone are the days when we want to sell music, we have to travel all the way to America to bring our CDs and boxes. But today, if I can get a platform that says YouTube, that when I put my songs there, Jamaicans are going to listen, Americans are going to listen. Why don't I take opportunity? That's how come maybe I've been so much used to the internet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you mentioned Jamaicans there. Listen, your relationship with King, Vybz Kartel,
Gaza.
that relationship is, the love is crazy.
I know, man.
Super genuine, it goes back and forth.
Spiritual, man.
Initially, when you went to the Freedom Streets, you know, concert, festival, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people weren't expecting to see you there. There was speculation. Maybe Shatta was going to show up, maybe he wasn't going to show up. First of all, talk to me about your relationship with Vybz Kartel. How did it become strong? And then that trip to Jamaica.
So, my background of music, I would say, is more of reggae and dancehall.
Yep.
I grew up with a dad who always listens to reggae and dancehall. So I was listening to from CJ Louis to Shabba Ranks, Papa San, you know, came back to Sizzla, came to, you know, the Morgan Heritage, the Buju Banton. So I grew up with all these people, but once upon a time, I was listening to this song and I heard this voice and, you know, the way the person was like going, it was a different style of all what I've heard from Jamaica. And that was how come I found Vybz Kartel. So I started listening to him long from home before I came on the streets. You know, I was telling my boys even, like every boy I see, like my team, I said, do you know Vybz Kartel? They say, no, they don't know him. I said, no, he's a great musician. Like and that time he wasn't even at the top.
Yeah.
So fast forward, when I had his problem, you know, in Jamaica, I felt so bad. And he drew me back. Like I was like, so who am I going to listen to motivate me more again? And so I took it to Instagram one time and I messaged him. Well, I knew maybe the management might or something. So I messaged and I was like, I hope God takes you out of this. And, you know, I just want you to know that you've impacted my life and you've, you know, got me to a level where God has blessed me so much. So anytime you have time, you know, just get back to me. And I had this agent from Jamaica who called me one time and said, she's linked to them and she can link me to one of his people. So I started talking to Sean Storm, that is Vybz Kartel's 2IC. I started talking to him and he's like, okay, cool. He's going to get my message to Vybz and stuff like that. So I was always on my phone waiting for his message, just one message, you know, for me to feel like he knows me.
He identifies you.
So I started, you know, playing songs about, his freedom. I was anywhere I go in Ghana, I talk about him. People don't really know him but I just say, let me hear you say free Vybz Kartel and stuff like that. So I think one time I was there and he messaged me. Wow. And that was how the relationship started. And for 9 years I was talking to him in jail.
Wow.
Yeah, I kept telling him, like, I believe he's gonna be out. I tell my friends, like, my team, everybody knows, I tell them, Vybz is gonna be out. And they tell me how, but his cases, I was like, no, this is a man that God has blessed. I feel it. And, I'm spiritual like that too. So I was like, seeing him like, okay, if he's done something bad, I don't think it should be that bad for him to be there. So I was always praying. So if you watch my DMs, I send him like Bible quotations. I have like Bible quotations on my, tattoos. So I send him some, I tell him to read some. I know by all means he might read some, he might not do, but I always tell him that I believe he's going to be out for me to see him. One time I went to Jamaica, I wanted to go and visit him. I didn't get a chance, but I kept pushing, because I felt, I just see something different in him. Like, I don't know.
And what was that experience like when you now finally went to his concert at the stadium?
I felt like God came down that day. I felt like my visions were right. Yeah, my decisions, like, people saw me to be a mad person when I was talking about him coming out from jail. Like, people saw like, no, come on, what are you saying? But that day I felt like, no, my name is Junior too. So I talked to myself a lot. So I was like, no, Junior, like, all the things you thought about, this guy was right. Because today you're on stage with him.
Wow.
It was just that I didn't want to shed tears because it was a happy moment. But I was looking at him like, is this you? Like, because I was picturing that day, like, I know, and I was saving towards that. I told my team that any day Vybz Kartel comes out, I'm going to use my last money to go to Jamaica. Wow. Even if he doesn't invite me on stage, I want to be in the crowd and watch the celebration. But when I woke up one time and my name was on the flyer, and he didn't tell me anything.
He just announced you.
And constantly since then, that's what he's been doing to me now. He's been supporting some things I do.
You dropped the song, he did his own verse and posted straight away. That's crazy.
Because a year before the year he got released, I sent him a prayer. And I said, I know he's going to come out very soon. I don't know how come I told him that, but he should read Psalm 35. So when he came out and I got to the stage and I was seeing him in flesh, even though I saw him before the show.
Yes.
When I saw him like this, I couldn't take a picture with him. I couldn't, because I didn't want him. I've always told him that I'm a family to him. I don't know how related I am to him, but I know, like, in God's world, like,
you're connected.
Yes, so I couldn't take a picture with him when I saw him the first. So the second day on stage was when I was watching him. I was like, did I do my things right to meet this guy? So that moment was like some spiritual moment for me, and I loved it so much because I didn't want to also go to stage and perform all my dancehall songs for him to see. I feel he's watched me so much. So just to grace the occasion and let him know that I appreciate him so much. And in Africa, when we appreciate people, we bow to them, because we know who kings are, and that's how come, I also bowed for him and told him, everything I wanted to tell him. And I think since then, it's been so beautiful in my life. Since I met him, my life has changed. Like, things have gone on in my life. I've gotten like businesses out of it. Like, a whole lot of things. Like,
now, Vybz, the support on social media, the love he's shown you.
It's crazy.
The question is Shatta bringing Vybz to Ghana? That is the $1 million question.
The teacher. I'm working on it. I'm the type of person that don't like to take advantage of people. And I don't want to get into people's space too much. I feel some people need privacy. And since he came out from jail, I felt he had his own plans to work things out. So I'm just waiting for the right time, even though I'm talking to some promoters to bring him down. I think yesterday we were here and Sammy, me and Bulak called me and he said he's speaking to some people to organize, a show in Ghana, because I really want him to come to Ghana and work as work, not come as, because Shatta, so I'm working on it for him to get, some good payment so he can come to Ghana and, also perform.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
So, some of the biggest fan bases in the world Beyonce, the Bees,
The Bees,
Wizkid, FC, you know, you've got 30 BG, huge fan bases.
Yeah.
Shatta Movement.
To the world. Shatta Movement is number one.
Talk to me about that relationship, man. It's crazy. You know, when I remember, you know, when you had the situation with the government and you were held up, Sammy was outside. Even Sammy, he was under instructions of Shatta.
No, it's an empire. Shatta Movement is an empire, you know. And I believe now, the reason why I love somebody like Sammy Flex is that he's ticked like everything that I've done in the past years, and it seemed like the direction where I want to go to. So when I take decisions, even though he's the, you know, head, you know, manager for the whole Shatta Movement team, he explains to people, because sometimes people don't understand my decisions, you know, they feel sometimes it's risky, it's hard, but he explains to people and no. So me with this government issue and stuff, we knew what we wanted to show to the world. Like wanted to prove to the world that yes, maybe you might watch me and feel my appearance might look like what you think, but that is not
In reality.
Yeah, you understand? Because I know I've been tagged with names, you know, like sometimes when I watch the internet and I see people even telling people like I'm into drugs, like I do stuff. So I'm like, which drug? Now you go a cigar and smoke. I don't even take anything in your head. I don't even take alcohol like that. You understand me? But when people tag me in with certain names, like I go like, okay, we need to prove them wrong. So like with this case in Ghana, with the Yoko case and stuff, you know, I think they did a mistake. You know, they made a very big mistake of, you know, trying to put me in, you know, a hole where I don't belong to, you know, because people say a whole lot of things, but where we are coming from, people don't do research. You can attest to it. In Africa, you know, we just speak anyhow. You see a small boy with a Lamborghini, hey, I'm on a blood medicine, now Yahoo Plus, you know, a whole lot of things, you know, but I believe that the people who knew my beginning are the people that are explaining things to people right now. Like Sammy, I remember when I came out 2005, he was the only newspaper that was putting me on his front page.
Wow.
Because he owned a whole, like, you know, publishing company. Yeah, so every time he's been promoting me. And sometimes I go like, but what does this guy see in me? And that was in 2004, 2005.
Damn. The first coming of Shatta's bandana.
Yeah, bandana. And he was the only media person pushing that my agenda, like, you know, because I was trying to put a Jamaican, you know, lifestyle, and, you know, but I've worked with managers. Meeting Sammy and him being with me here tells me a lot, because I sat down one time and I was like, why don't I go to this man? Because he was on radio and I kept, anytime I wake up, he's the only person I listen on radio. I don't listen to radio, but I listen to some Flex, and I was like, no, I need to work with this guy. So for Shatta Movement to get here, it's not only by my power. We have, you know, our other, like, you know, teams. We have chambers, you know, we have the military chamber, you know, the streets, you know, we have a lot of things.
The streets is crazy.
So Shatta Movement is just like a mini country in Ghana. You know, we control our affairs, and, you know, what I always teach them is God. You know, that's why I always, if you watch my tags, you know, I tell people God is here, because I want people to believe that it's God that brought me here. Nothing added. I'm that type of artist that I'm real and raw. You know, I tell people, yeah, people have gone to shrine, but the things that we have gone to shrine to ask of, the shrine couldn't give us. So we chose God. Yes, you know, so it's just that we've built a religion that people believe in, you know, and I think it's working for everybody, because we see some of the fans come out and tell us that there are benefits of, you know, being with Shatta Movement. You know, yes, the music, but I believe we need to appreciate life, you know, and know where we came from and why we are here and the purpose in this world for us to make it. You understand me? So it's been, you know, a whole, you know, big movement, and that's why people hear Shatta Movement and go like, hey, these people, you know. Yesterday I was watching Nas Boy in Ghana. George Quay was interviewing him. Sabi, you know that George Quay, he was talking like me, like, hey, shut up. Nas was like, please, I don't want problem. I said, Nas, I'm not a problem person, I know people have, some crazy stuff. They feel, if I want to talk about Shatta, let me be careful. Because he can wake up and say, hey, your mother, huh? Your father, huh? Wait. Those are all like, parts of, what I like to do, but it's not that we take it to heart,
Yeah.
It's acting, I tell people, if I was in Nigeria, I think Sophia will even live the movie.
Now, you mentioned the fact that you're here. You pulled up at the Kwaku Smoke show.
Yeah.
Nobody was expecting that.
I know.
Nobody expected you to come out with the history you've had on social media, in the public, in the press.
I know.
Tell me the decision why you decided to pull up at that show and what message you wanted to send out to the rest of the world.
Me pulling up on Kwaku Smoke's show, or at Kwaku Smoke's show, was just basically to tell Ghana that it's time for us to sell Ghana. Because it's been long, I know you have been in the industry for long, and sometimes when you hear some of my beefs and some of my arguments and stuff like that, I know maybe you ask yourself, why is Shatta doing that? But he should calm down, but I feel Ghanaian musicians have not been oriented into this business. Most of them don't know why they are musicians. And sometimes I feel like, sometimes I feel like, it's sad that I am the only person seeing the brighter picture. And the rest are seeing it like, no, it's mine. No, I can do it alone. No. I can't come to London alone if I don't talk to my team. It's a teamwork.
Facts.
So when I watch like the whole industry and, the beefs and, sometimes I don't even call for the beefs. And before God and man, like everybody knows that in Ghana. Like my fans know, like I'm the type of person that I want us to be together and talk business, make money, and then I'll be the comedian after everything. Because I feel we need to be happy. But I don't get that in Ghana. I feel when I see a problem and I want to discuss with a few artists, their mindsets and how they see music is not how I see it. I don't see music as a competition. I see music as a gift that God has given us to do whatever we want to do with it. So somebody can be a musician and choose to be with the girls. Somebody can be a musician, choose to live a lifestyle that he feels is best for him. But I see music like the gospel of God. I see music like, why don't I tell these people about how beautiful this world is? Why don't I tell these people not to be sad, but there is time for everything? And that is why I love Vybz Kartel's new song, God and Time. When the time is right, it's so beautiful because I've experienced it so many times. And sometimes I sit down and, I see those days, like when I was bandana, I see like all my artists traveling, London, America. And I go like, gosh, when am I going? Yeah, but so now when I worry about this, I go like, oh, fuck it, man. Maybe it's that time. That's why it's happening. For me to even come here with a jet was tears of joy for me because I was like, how did you get money to even rent a jet and come here? But I picture all those things. I'm like, no, the timing. People in Ghana are always getting me wrong because they feel when there is a problem, I should approach it like how everybody has approached it like years ago. And I see like, no, it's time. We are working with time. When God wants to give you or he wants to open this door for you, he expects you to be at the back of the door.
Ready.
And wait. Don't break the door. So why don't you prepare our minds and wait for that? That is how come Nigerian musicians are being in Ghana. I was talking to P Square. I don't know if it's Peter or one of them. I met him with Tunde in Atlanta. And what he was saying was true because he was telling me, Shatta, you guys have it. But I don't know why you guys fight every time. Like anytime I want to listen to the news from Ghana and Ghana music, it's about Shatta, Stone Boy, Samini, Sarkodie, And I tell him that no, there's this problem in Ghana that nobody wants to solve. And that has been the curse of me, you know, because I feel there was this bowl there that they said nobody should open the bowl, and I went to open it, and now it's become a problem. What is the problem? The problem is they don't pay the artists well. They don't pay us our royalties in the system, even though it's happening in other African countries. I feel no, we need our own, you know. So I've spoken about stuff like that, and it has gotten me enemies and, you know, stuff like, for instance, our awards.
Yep.
Artists win awards, and when they finish, then you don't see them again. Like they play songs, and nobody wants to play. Like before you realize, oh, where is this artist? Then he's lost. You know, I sat down and I was like, no. The reason why these artists are getting missing is that somebody is using these artists as his business. When they come for the awards, the next year play the most nicest song.
They won't
play it. Because in the minds of the people, they feel from the awards, you've made money.
So they won't support you again.
So you have to come in, because if you don't bring them that money, how would they support you? And the artists who are not ready to tell the people that we don't make any money. I just worked, and they just said, oh, because of your hard work, we thank you for. But you see, the entity that is trying to promote these awards is always a problem for me, because I feel, no, you guys are killing the people gradually. Because I've watched people die from that music award system. And I'm like, so why don't you do it like this? You nominate me, you ask me to tell my fans to vote for me to win.
Yeah.
All those votes.
Text. Percentage.
Thank you. Those are monies. When you get those monies, you take gates fee, I come and sit there, and you don't give me my award. But my fans have voted. So all the monies that my fans voted, where did it go to? So why don't you do it like this? Okay, let me take the votes for my fans. That is the money that my fans have given me. So you, the organization or the organizers, will take your gate fees and whatever and work with it. So that when I come and
it's not a loss.
Thank you. So I can go back, because to go into a studio as an artist to record.
Investment.
Thank you. So if I've invested all these years and I come and sit down, and maybe I have an investor that knows that whatever we are doing, we are going to win an award, and we don't get it to boost our brand. You've spoiled my business, sacked my investors. So that's my only solution to this problem. You see the votes from the fans, those are my people. Let me have that money, so that after the awards, I can go and work harder and come and win that award. But you see, people don't get that picture from me.
That's an incredible point.
Yes, actually. You know, they don't really, and they feel, no, and you see, it's somebody's business. So imagine what I'm saying. It's somebody's business.
Someone else.
Yes. So then Shatta becomes the enemy in the system. You know? And I have done so many things to stop all those things, but I feel the artists have not been supportive enough, even though I have like my brother Zach, you know, medical, you know, those are the people I always discuss stuff with them. And you know, recently I was telling somebody that in Ghana music industry right now, you know, Zach is like the decision maker in the music industry, whether they like it or not, you know. And I am the negotiator.
You?
Yes, please. Baba, no, that's not, because I feel everything I've told Zach, even though he has not supported all,
he still pushes.
And he sees the risk that I take. Because sometimes he tells me, bro, this is serious, bro. Like, what hearts do you have? But I tell him that, bro, if I don't do this, I don't know when your children or my kids will come up and say they want to do music.
A lot of people don't see. I was with Sark in December, just both of us alone, and we're talking. And he was talking about his relationship with you, and you know, he's told me there's even more music, all of that. He played me some crazy bangers, crazy.
We have a love song.
Crazy bangers. A lot of people outside don't see the relationship that you guys have.
Yes.
Hence why when the Stonebwoy tweets that both of you is all fake love. What did you think about that tweet? Because you know, I didn't like it, and I made it clear to him. But what did you think about that tweet? And how did you receive it?
Well, I didn't feel anywhere about it. I feel Stone, you know, is a problem that And Sak is always trying to explain something to me that, you know, we are all not the same, you know, so I might be thinking this person might be thinking that way, and there's no way you can change that person's mind, you know. So I was even making a joke out of that. Is that so? It means me and him, we are lions, and Stoneboy is a parrot. Is that what he's trying to tell me? Yeah, because I believe we should be lions in the jungle and control the jungle, you know. That tweet didn't make me feel anything because I know I'm not a fake person. You know, when I love somebody, I love the person. Sammy can attest to it. I can call him, Sammy, what kind of nonsense thing we do? I can say anything I want to say.
But in the next,
yes, because I'm trying to let you know that, you see, today, if God says we are going to be billionaires today, we have to do everything right to be billionaires. So I see like, it's a serious time for me. So when I'm talking about serious things, sometimes people feel, but why is he angry? No, I'm not angry. I'm just making it serious now. So at least we can solve it quickly. Yeah, so when I see tweets like that, so I see somewhere like, we've passed that. Now the world is developed so much that even violence, people don't, if you are violent, rich men don't want you.
Nobody wants you around.
Yes, because
100%.
Like, oh, who is he? Oh, he likes beef. I've tried to wipe that image from my brand because I feel, oh, but I don't like beef. And so when people even say I'm controversial, I'm like, no, I'm not controversial. I just feel I'm just saying the right things. You know, because everything I've said on the internet is because somebody has said something about me. Somebody has a statement he's been making that you people say, you like, you know, we are attacking you. Shatta likes attacking people. Shatta, but if somebody is attacking, would somebody defend? So sometimes when they are attacking me and Sammy is even defending, then they put some, oh, because he's giving him money, because of money. That's what I'm like.
You have to defend.
Yes, because what Shatta is trying to put out there is not something that we should fight about. He's trying to say something, but maybe you don't, you know, like my approach of what I'm saying. But you have to sit down and ask, like, who worried Shatta before Shatta came out? Because see what Stoneboy did. If I had come online and said, yeah, Stoneboy, yeah, you know this, but you say, oh, look at him, look at what he did. But you see that thing, that's what makes me go on in life. Because God knows I'm so clean. Because I was sleeping and I woke up and somebody said, the two of you are fake. I don't think Stone is talking to me and Sak. I don't think Stone is referring to us. I feel maybe he's just trying to find a way to promote his beautiful show that he wants to organize in London. I also feel he was just trying to tap into what he saw.
That moment.
Yeah, me, Sak, you know, Smoke. I feel that
moment was crazy.
Yes, you know, I feel that is what he's trying to do, but I don't think he was trying to refer, because unless you are fake before you know somebody is fake. But when you're original, you know who is original.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Because if like if you're a fool, you roll with fools, and when they see you, they say, oh, these are fools. You know, but I don't think he was referring to that. I think maybe
just wanted to tap into that energy.
Yes, and
that was explosive.
But for him to use fake was the only problem. Like there is no fakeness here. Me, I still love him. You know, whatever. Because I don't have any problem with Stone.
Ghana is Sarkodie, Shatta Wale, Stoneboy, the three S's. The way we have the burner ways is the same way you guys have done incredibly well.
Thank you.
They, you know, what you and Stone, particularly for African dancehall music, it can never, nobody can talk about Afro dancehall without talking about you and Stone and what you guys have done and continue to do. Look, you're building a different bridge with Jamaica, with Vybz Kartel. He's building a different bridge with Jamaica. You're building with Africa. So, yes, our fan bases might try to push you guys, but we cannot take anything away from the value that you three kings have added to African pop culture as a whole. Now you talk about the show. Shatta Fest, we've been testing. We've been desperate, we've been asking, we've been pushing, we've been testing. Finally, it's been announced. And then you come into London. Talk to me about Shatta Fest. What can people finally expect from Shatta Wale stepping on stage in front of thousands of people in London for the first time in a long time, brother.
It's crazy, you know. You know, like the whole mindset for Shatta Fest was, it's a birthday party.
Wow.
And the birthday party in Ghana became, turned into, something, give me a word.
How many people, because we've seen all sorts of figures. Almost 1 million people, some people say 600,000 came out. How many people officially came out when you had that incredible show in Ghana?
I think when somebody had a team that was, you know, analyzing and doing whatever, we had 637 people.
673,000 people.
It was crazy, you know. And it was just my birthday party. I felt like, oh, anytime I have my birthday, you know, some of my godfathers want to do like, you know, these private parties for me and stuff. But I felt, no, let me just, because God has been good to me too much. So let me just, you know, spread that blessing with the fans.
And that's what you're doing for Shatta Fest in London.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. It was just a birthday party. And now it has become an event, you know, that we need to do, a festival that we need to do every year. It's overwhelming for me to see how people are so ready here. Like the calls and the fans and whatever they are doing here, because they're trying to tell me they're going to make London hear that Shatta is in town, the king is in town and stuff. And I feel it's going to be like a different phase. You know, Afrobeats have, you know, paved the way for us, you know, to let the world recognize, you know, because now because of Afrobeat, when they call Nigeria, somebody wants to call Ghana. Yeah, because they feel, you know, we are one people. Absolutely. I think Shatta Fest is also about to change the face, you know, of African music to the world. And I believe after Shatta Fest, you know, that promise God made to me, you know, that Ghana music is going to fly high is when people are going to, you know, see that results, because we really want to make sure we have the numbers here too as well.
Absolutely.
You know, I want a show here that, you know, at least the King of England can say
something happened.
Yes, you understand, and that is what we are really planning to do. And I know it's going to be a beautiful show. I don't have surprises every time for the fans, because the fans know the energy is always. I don't know where I even get my energy from. Yeah, you know. So Shatta Fest is going to be one memorable thing that is going to happen in London.
Get your tickets, 100%.
Now.
One thing is, a lot of people have this belief, because we've been begging you to come out for so long. Promoters in Canada, in America, in Europe, that Shatta Wale never wants to come out. It's almost like you don't want to come out of Ghana. You're so comfortable there. What exactly is the reason why it's taking you forever to step back out? Is it because you don't want to come out, or you just don't think that, you know, promoters that are reaching out are giving you the right type of proposals? What is it?
Well, I'll just underline one word: business. You know, I don't know why people travel all over the world to, you know, look for whatever, but I feel I've always seen myself as this international star that, you know, I just need to work on my stuff. You know, if I tell you I can get paid $1 million in Ghana, you go like, how? But Ghana is a beautiful place where people understand the music culture. But it depends on who you meet and how your programmings are to get those results. I didn't get rich anywhere. I got rich in Ghana. The reason is that the respect I have from political parties to ministers to, you know, organizers, like, it's crazy for me in Ghana. Like, anybody that calls me in Ghana gives me the respect they'll give to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Facts.
Anything I need for my shows are done properly. Like, basically everything. So I make so much money in Ghana that I feel so comfortable. Then I go like, oh, okay. If maybe I love Lil Baby and Lil Durk. I've been watching them a lot. So I go like, okay, if Lil Durk can make this money and buy this jewelry, then I can also make it in Ghana and buy. And I've been living that life for the past 10 years. You know, so I feel it's not that I don't want to move out of Ghana, but when promoters call, I tell them, when I'm going for shows, we spend so much because the promoters like pay so much. So we make sure we also give them yes. But when somebody calls me to London and says he wants to give me £20,000 or £30,000, I go like, let me give you that money so that you can do another show for another artist. Because I don't understand the language. Because like, so let me tell you something. Did the person say 20,000? But how is the person seeing us?
No, it's not that. It's just because of right now in Europe and the West, I'll be honest with you, things are tough.
No, but if things are tough, take your time. When things are okay, then you come and call me. Because what I'm just basically saying is that...
How about you invest in a show? And Shatta says, okay, we want to go to Canada. Because listen, in Germany, people crazy waiting for Shatta. Hamburg, Cologne, Berlin, Amsterdam is ridiculous for Shatta Wale. So if the promoters don't have the might, then maybe we'll have to go to Shatta Movement and speak to Sammy.
Okay, so you see, one problem with Ghana promoters is what I want to tell you today. And it's not with no bad blood or something, but I feel, with Nigerians, you people know how to collaborate. Even though somebody would want to take the face of whatever is going on, but there is a collaboration going on there. But with Ghanaian promoters, he wants to do it alone. So he doesn't want to consult other, like, London is big. We have people that organize shows maybe in Birmingham, Manchester, and these are Ghanaian promoters. So if you want to bring a brand like Shatta to London,
maybe everybody should come to the table.
It should be collective. You understand me? Like, so when promoters call me and they go like, they want to pay me this, and other promoters also come in the same London, they also want to, I go like, why don't you come together? Because the guy, if he's coming, I'll say, I need a Rolls Royce. I want to sit in a jet. I've been talking about jet for a long time. That's why this trip, I told Sammy that, Sammy, let's be real with the people. Let the people, because I know people are going to worry Aquaba UK because they've seen me in a jet coming to London. But they didn't rent a jet for me. So in the investment you're talking about is what I'm always doing. I do this in Ghana constantly. If I can pay for my own jet and come because of a show a promoter has organized, I think I need to be applauded for it.
That's the money that you, out of your own pocket.
Out of my own pocket.
To come and promote this thing.
Thank you. But when I do it for them to, they don't tell the people. For me to come and stay in a house like this in London, this is a 5-bedroom house. This is
the heart of London. This is central London.
Thank you.
Just for me driving in here alone, I go pay 20 pounds.
I'll pay that for you. I'll pay that for you.
So this is the
so that's the problem, and these are the things that our people don't tell other promoters. So if I have to leave Ghana and come here, I talk to the promoters a lot. Yeah, I tell them that, bro, why don't you don't have the money? Call maybe an adesope from somewhere, because it's a Ghanaian. Call this person, come together. 10,000 pounds. Can bring Shatta Wale here. But if you alone want to do it, the next time you find that same promoter, Shatta doesn't respect. Maybe call it that one. I mean, if you say I don't respect, I don't mind, because you come to Ghana and you see that I respect. Yes, because in Ghana, bro, like, I do things and people respect it. Like when I'm on the streets, it's full respect. Sometimes I even have to stop, because when I'm driving and people see me alone, they want to stop every car.
Everything.
Yeah, but I tell them, no, leave it. No. Maybe there are some ministers and there are some big men on the street. Stop that. Because I feel I've been able to build myself with the truth. And I tell the fans the truth always. Like, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying this on camera because I don't want any artist to go and worry Aquaba UK, Janice, that when Shatta was coming, he took private jet for him. No. That's what people...
That was you.
Yes, because when people say, Shatta, he doesn't invest in his craft, he doesn't want to travel. I go like, what do you mean I don't want to travel? I want to travel when I feel I have maybe $3 million, $4 million. Oh, can you, merge with Sammy so you guys can organize a show in New York for me? Then I know I have my money and you guys are helping me. But if I don't have that cash to move here,
invest into it.
Thank you. I will be in Ghana and be investing into the businesses that I feel that, because apart from music, I'm also doing business.
Right.
You know, and it's crazy for me, like combining all these two together. So sometimes when promoters come in, I'm explaining to them. Recently, I got some Canadians wanting me to come there. I told them, if they want me to come, they should get me a jet and give me $300,000. They were like, oh no, but you up, who go pay you? I said, don't worry, come to Ghana. You know, because in Ghana, a normal gold area, how do we call it? Like the mining
area there.
They will give me $5 million. Like $500,000. They'll pay me hands down. Rent a jet for me to come. Yes. And these are like people that love Shatta Wale. They're not even promoters. You understand me? So when I find people telling me I don't make myself available, and I go like, no, I don't want to come to London for you to run me cheap, because I'm running a brand on a certain level. My fans don't want to see me in London and they feel like, but why is King in the bus? Hey, King pa. Hey, King pa. King, this one, you are not a king, you are a queen. Queen Sheila. No, it's crazy, you know. So with all the promoters, I just want to tell them, this is my little advice to them. Let us collaborate. Even though you want to call Shatta Wale anywhere, I'm not going to charge you the amount of money I charge in Ghana. But I can say, okay, you know what?
But let it make sense.
Give me a $50,000 or give me a $50,000, because they can't even pay the monies people pay me in Ghana.
No.
And that's why I respect Ghana so much. That's why from our presidents and everybody, they put my picture out there for you to know that Shatta is a big brand. Because if you find, and you know, our ex-president, you know, in their meetings, and he calls Shatta Wale, you should know why. Because I have discussions with them. They ask me how we can build this music industry. And I tell them, but, you know, they also see the problem that, like, the promoters are not aware of what is going on. So if the presidents are, like, aware of this, and I'm trying to explain to people, people should just understand that when you are calling me now I want to make myself available for every promoter, that just book my jet for me. Don't come and pay me the 100,000 and 200. You just bring like 50,000, 60,000.
Let me come and see my fans.
Because the fans, that is what is killing me now. Because I feel like, why are you people making this thing look like I don't want to travel? You know, people said that and they felt that wasn't even weakening so much. So now they've been using FBI on me. Oh, FBI want to arrest him. FBI. I'm like, this money, they can write storybooks. You know, so I just want to plead with the promoters. Any promoter anywhere that wants to organize a show, and I'm not too expensive. They should take me like now. I'm the new Ashawo in town. You know what I mean? Very cheap. You know, they should just buy one condom and come. You know, the condom is the plane. You know what I mean? They should get one private jet. You know, they pay me so at least so we can feed the fans. You understand me? And I want to beg them to also collaborate. You know, I don't want that one-man call. When you're calling me, tell me you are the head of Ghana promoters in UK. You are the head of Ghana promoters in Germany. You know, you people are coming together. So we have a proper meeting so we can feed the fans. Because the fans also need me. Sometimes it makes me feel bad that I can't travel. Sometimes I want to travel alone and come to London like this. Maybe walk around, meet the fans. But it's a whole work. You know, I can't walk alone and, you know, the fans, it's crazy. So the promoters should also help me now. And that's why now I want to give them that benefit of the doubt that, no, you can bring Shatta Wale, but, you know, just meet me small. I don't need that money, 50,000, 60,000 to buy a car. I know that money will go to Sammy Flex and he will give you some. But
as a media family.
You know, so I want him to know that I'm a very nice person. I know how to negotiate and I know how to build this music industry. They should just try and, you know, accept, you know, this offer that they should come. I don't want that one thing. So they should gather around, come, let's do this thing and start feeding the fans. Because from next year, I want to start going around.
Let's do it.
You know, here, but I don't want anybody to see it like, oh, I have to pay Shatta $200,000. No. I know how I want us to run this thing. I want to help this time because I feel God has been so good to me. And shout outs to my fans all over the world. Like, they've been supportive, you know, because projects I do in Ghana, like this is my Shaxi business. Fans are sending in cars, you know, we are taking care of cars for people and stuff like that. So they should know that the fans are also supporters, man. I respect them too. So the promoters should just wake up and do the right thing.
Listen, my brother, thank you for your time. I know we're looking forward to Shatta Fest.
Exactly.
We're going to focus on that.
Yeah.
August, get your ticket. London is about to go crazy. Ghana's representing. And it's a pleasure, as always, to catch up with my brother, Shatta Wale. Listen, that moment, when you entered the stage, you know you entered on cue.
Yeah.
When
Shatta
Wale.
I saw it.
I'm like, yo. But that was beautiful, Thank you so much for catching
up. But shout out to Quick Smoke Better and South Korea, but that was a great show they did there, man.
Amazing. Amazing. Cheers. You got that.